What is going on, everybody? This is your boy Man Up. I'm coming at you with another video. I just got off a stream with my boy Ed Huncho on the Den, and I saw this news. I had to say something right away. Now, I have been talking a lot about the divorces in 2020 during this coronavirus, during this pandemic, during the quarantine, during the shutdown, whatever you want to call it. But this is taking the cake. Nicole Young, the wife or estranged ex-wife or soon-to-be ex-wife, whatever you want to call it, of Dr. Dre, she could now be facing some serious jail time for stealing more than $400,000 of his money. This is why I tell men all the time to protect yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with protecting yourself. If your woman want to get upset because you're doing that, it's usually because she has a plan to destroy you. Now, I usually don't talk about typical race of women because I know it can be any race that can do you harm. But I usually talk about women because as a man who's been through hell with women, here you go. Here go these stories. So I'm not making this stuff up. As usual, I'm not going to read it all. I'm going to give my thoughts. I have read the story, but I had to do this video right now. Dr. Dre's estranged wife, Nicole Young, is being investigated by the LAPD for alleged embezzlement, sources close to the case tells TMZ. We're told Dre's business partner Larry Chapman recently went to the police and filed a report claiming Nicole withdrew hundreds of thousands of dollars from their business account without authorization, something Larry had previously alleged in legal letters fired off to Nicole's side in the past few weeks. In the report to LAPD, Dre's team claimed Nicole embezzlement $385,029. That's an odd number. We're told LAPD detectives are aware Larry believes Nicole is the culprit and they're looking into it now. For the record, Dre did not file the report. So I read the story. I'm not going to read it all, but I wanted to read that part because I thought that was an odd number. Now, if this is true, I'm putting quotes on that. If this is true, Nicole Young knows that she is wrong for this. This is called bitterness. Now, with all her recent behavior since she filed for divorce from Dre, I wouldn't be surprised if it is her. But we all know Dr. Dre does have business partners, and you just never know. Sometimes people can take advantage of you. We have seen that before too. In other words, I'm just not going to leave no stone unturned. You just never know. So it might be her. It might be the guy that, Dr. Dre's business partner, I should say. Or it might be both. Or it could be somebody else. But we will see. So it might take some time for this story to really unfold. We will see what happens. But as usual, like I said, I'm not going to read all of it. Just let you read it. But I do find that number to be quite odd. $385,029. That's just an odd number to me. I don't know why it's sticking out in my head. It might be something that somebody may have owed somebody some money or what. I don't know. But that's just an odd number. Usually if you take something from somebody, it's going to be $50, $20, $30. You know what I'm saying? I round that up number. I just found that to be odd. Anyway, we all know that she has been bitter with Dr. Dre since they are getting their divorce. You know, he really has not been bitter towards her at all. She's just upset that she's not going to get half of his business, you know, his Beats by Dre business. Because he had that prenup and she thought that he destroyed. Well, she came out with several different stories. At first, she said there was no prenup. Then when he brought up the prenup, I forgot about it. Then she changed the story and said, well, he ripped it up in a romantic gesture one day. Well, if he did rip it up, he made copies. I'll put it like that. He made copies. And the man was smart. This is why I tell men all the time, protect yourself. Women don't mind protecting themselves, so you do the same. Protect yourself. And if you have a woman that gets mad that you are protecting yourself, then 9 times out of 10, or my opinion, 10 times out of 10, she's trying to do something. And she's mad that she might not get it if you do protect yourself. She's mad that you're outsmarting her and she's going to have to work a little harder to get what she wants. And that's what Dr. Dre did. He protected himself since the very beginning. So, with all this being said, this is crazy. I don't know, man. This lady here, look, usually when someone cheats, yeah, of course, it's hardly ever civil, peaceful and all that. I mean, not cheats, I'm sorry. When someone split up, that's what I meant to say. When a married couple split up, it's usually goes peaceful. It's usually horrible, I'll put it like that. But this is ridiculous. She's mad that she's not getting a piece of his money. She used to live in that lavish lifestyle. And he offered to give her, I think it was like $2 or $3 million to go away. Something like that he offered her. I might be wrong about the specific number, but it was somewhere around there. Shit, give that $2 or $3 million to me. Shit, I could turn that $2 or $3 million into a fortune. You know what I'm saying? She should be able to. She's been with him for so long. She should know how to run a business. Just take that $2 or $3 million and go on about your business. But to her, that $2 or $3 million is chump change. Because she used to being with a man that's worth almost $1 billion. If not $1 billion, almost. I know last time we checked, they said he's worth around $800 million. So so $2 or $3 million ain't nothing. She don't want to work for it. She wanted to be given to her. She want to take it. So Dr. Dre called out Nicole for 2 withdrawals with total $385,000 in a divorce case. Nicole had said that she had a right to the money in that corporate account because her name is on it. Yeah, by law, because your name is on it. Yeah, by law. But, you know, technically, come on now. It was Dr. Dre with, you know, producer, rapper, entrepreneur, businessman, all kinds of things. All kinds of labels. You know that you ain't, just because your name is on it, that don't mean you have you have the right to that money. Come on now. And that's not going to look good for you in a divorce. She already lost a settlement in the divorce to get, what was it, like 300, well, no, not 300, I'm sorry. Get like, what, $2 million a month, $2 or $3 million a month in spousal support. She already lost that. So now she's trying to do whatever she can to get anything out of him. So all I gotta say is, it's not looking good on her part. Once again, Dr. Dre was smart in protecting himself. With all that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and chunk the deuce. This is your boy Man Up. I'll holler at y'all.